Happy Monday, everybody. It is November 3rd, 2025, and I have a message for you all today. If you don't know me, I'm Mel. I channel messages, I read energy, I remote view, and do all sorts of things. If you're interested in a personal reading or energy work, please feel free to click my link tree for more information. Now, before I begin with the channeling today, I want to briefly bring something to your attention that was brought to my attention this morning that I actually had to deal with. And it does not only affect me, it affects a lot of people. So in order to understand better, I want to tell you that when I woke up this morning, I was like, I don't know, I just felt off. And the way I mean off is just, you can tell when you are feeling like yourself or when you're not feeling like yourself. And listen, oftentimes this is just because we're going through the process of change. We're, inner workings, inner healing, and so on. But for me, it was different, okay? I could tell that there was something there that wasn't supposed to be there. So, after settling in for my quiet time, I decided to explore it further. And that is when I was shown that I and thousands of people in the world, or hundreds of thousands, I don't know, lots of them, are tethered underneath our feet. It goes into the soles of our feet with darker energies that are coming from Earth. And the way it was shown to me is that we weren't standing on Earth, on ground, but rather hovering. We were hovering, and this darker energy was attached to our soles, the soles of our feet. And I could also distinguish that the energy that was attached to the soles of our feet was more artificially created. So it wasn't something that is natural. Because let's face it, we have tethers to many things and that are natural and that are ours to dismantle, right? It just is what it is. But this was different. This was more on an artificial level. So, of course, naturally, I went and I dismantled this. And the way I did this, and I'm going to share this with you now, is you simply, close your eyes and you either envision or definitely set the intention of releasing whatever energy or tether that is connected underneath the soles of your feet. You're not meant to be tethered, connected in that way, especially not now. And of course, you set the intention that anything that is non-beneficial to you, that is not for your highest good, or the highest good of all, and the highest good of all, should be released and transformed, transmuted, alchemized, whatever word you want to use. There's not one fits all, okay? You get the idea. And when I did that, I actually felt and saw that this energy was being released from underneath my feet. And I then sealed it with a light source so that it can't reattach. And let me tell you something. Immediately after I did that, the energy shifted and I felt differently. I started to smile and I started to float upwards. Like I got a visual of my body floating upwards, whereas I was just tethered, okay, like hovering there. So this is meant to tether us to the old Earth, okay? I'm getting the goosebumps as I'm saying this. Just know that I can't do that for you. I tried to do it collectively, but it's not possible. You can't do that for somebody else. So please share this information with anyone that you feel can use it or will make use of it, whatever. And let's get ourselves untethered, okay? That said, let's begin with today's message and see who's coming through for us, all right? The time has come for the final push. The final push and the final struggle. Be aware of yourselves, of everything you believe, everything you think. For everything can be used as a means to keep you from moving forward. We do not say this to cause fear, but to make you aware that there is a final battle taking place that affects you directly, that affects you and your energy field, that affects you and your psyche, that affects you and your human condition. This is not something we knew would not happen. As a matter of fact, we believed that this day would come. We also believe that awareness is the key, always has been and always will be. For prevention is not possible and not necessary. At any given moment, even now, you have the choice. You can choose. So we are here to provide you with encouragement to choose the higher path, to allow yourselves to rise above what is being presented to you and what is happening in your environment. Know that not one individual or others should ever determine or make you feel as though you are disempowered. For empowerment does not come from anywhere else but within. You can feel safe in the midst of a war. You can feel powerful in the midst of others who make you feel small. Know that everything you need is already within you. Everything you possess is all you need. All you have to do is remember who you truly are. I am Saint Germaine. Oof. Whenever I do this kind of channel, my eyes are watering afterwards because of the intensity. So, looks like that was Saint Germain, obviously, telling us or reminding us that, again, don't look outside of yourself. It's important more than ever now. Always has been, but especially now, that we focus on the more positive things, that we don't let ourselves get sucked into something else, okay? Maybe this is sort of like, again, it feels more like a preparation. And I know that some of these messages tend to repeat themselves in different forms, but I have this feeling, and I'm sure some of you are too, that this is all meant to sort of just like prepare us over and over and over again. It's kind of like a child, you know? The more you speak of something, the more you teach something, the more it sticks, right? So that's how I see this. So at this stage, it is important that we keep ourselves, you know, in a space that is focused on what's best for us and what's best for humanity by holding space, understanding that we cannot control what is happening outside of ourselves, but we can control what's happening within us and thereby affect what is happening outside of ourselves. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, let me know what you think about today's message and about the information that I said about the tethering, whatever you want to talk about. And stay tuned for more. Bye.